Oh, it's tracking my face. Well, you have to say something.
Hello.
Okay.
Bye. Please subscribe, like, comment, and follow.
Yeah. Well, subscribe
Please.
is the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, good day. Can you close the door, please? Hello, and welcome back to the universe. If it hasn't been the longest minute, I think this is my first time filming in over a month. The last time I sat down and filmed anything was the getting engaged, get ready with me. And then after that, I've just been extremely busy, and I know I keep on saying that, and I'm sure everybody else is busy, but I'm trying to get back into the groove of things, back into posting regularly. I really need to shoot for once a week, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. Recently, two of my favorite brands, Patrick Ta and Makeup by Morio, and they both launched within the first 2 weeks of June, and I already feel like I'm late, which is like a bad thing. Today, I will be reviewing Patrick Ta. Look, you can see a reflection of my other stuff. Isn't this packaging just absolutely lovely? This is how all of his packaging is. It's this rose gold, reflective, duochromatic, I don't know. And then it comes in this shiny, it says Patrick Ta, and this says for eyes. So his blush says it just says blush. And then he has one that says for face, which is the duo blush. And then this is also for face. This is their his contour, She's Sculpted contour and bronzing. And then most recently is his for eyes. I kind of like that all the packaging is so monochromatic. He's such a monochromatic artist, and then his lip is also the same. It's subtle, also the sun's coming in and out. I'm done with my face and I'm actually just gonna do my eyes. And I played with this palette a little bit yesterday. I'm just trying to get back into the groove, but let me show you some stuff. Alright, so here's the palette in all of its glory. You'll see it's called the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette, and it has 12 shades. We have velvet mattes, we have mattes mixed with shimmers, right? Oh my, I just flicked you off. Here, this is a matte mixed with a shimmer, these two. Then you have these iridescent glitters as well as some actual straight up metallics. And then you also have two cream shadows. I love this little thing. I think it protects the shadows well and just keeps it from not being so messy, you know? And they're quite creamy. I barely dipped into it. So these are the mattes, 1, 2, 3, and then this is that shimmer plus matte. This is that bronzy shimmer metallic, and then the topper next to it. These are really pretty. He did such a good. Also, yes, I am putting them on top of what I already swatched. I'm so sorry. Let's put this one here. I don't know how well you can see these toppers, but they're actually really nice, finely milled shimmers, and that's kind of what I'm about. I'm not super into metallics. This was a very everyday inspired palette, and I'm going to tell you something. I told myself I will not buy any more palettes in 2021. No, you know, you have enough palettes, you don't need to buy any. But then this came out, and am I upset? Not at all, not at all. Actually, I'm quite the opposite. I'm quite happy because first of all, I think it's beautiful, very cohesive, very everyday, but also very luxury. And I will tell you the price is hefty. It's $68. I know. $68. My Master Mattes by Makeup by Morio is $50, and that was pretty hefty. This was $68. If you can afford it, plus if you like Patrick Ta, plus you're in need of a really good everyday neutrals palette, I think this is probably worth it. Plus it has these lit 2 creams, but it's not something you can willy-nilly buy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I mentioned or not, but Andito's dressed really nicely, and that's because we have a wedding to go to in about an hour and a half. And so I thought, well, why not do kind of wedding guest look? Because that's what I am, a wedding guest. And oh, I forgot if I showed you, but look at this lovely mirror. It's huge. It goes all the way like this. Like a lot of palettes stop right here, so you're kind of going like these, but this one goes all the way up, which just, I don't know who thought about that, but usability, jang. Alright, so enough talking really, actually. I've lost my touch pretty much, so I gotta get back into it, so please forgive me if this looks like doo-doo trash. So I'm gonna go in with this cream shadow first. So the top shade is called Lady, and then the bottom darker shade is called Uman, woman. I'm gonna put Lady down as kind of my base. It's a cream base. And I'm just going to sweep it with a fluffy brush because I don't want too much pigment. I just want kind of a nice creamy base and kind of outline the eye shape of mine. Very little, right? Oh, wow. Not so bad. And I'm just gonna build it up a hair. I don't want to look too deep and dark because it is summer. It's a summer wedding. But I do want a little bit of drama. You know what I'm saying? And these creams just blend out like a dream, not too slippery. There's depth to them, but they're so easy to use. You can wear any of these alone and I feel like you'd be good to go. And that's kind of what, I don't know, people are leaning towards, not like too much crazy heavy makeup, but something that's user-friendly, everyday friendly. And I really feel like this has so many shades. Like that's the thing is I would use every single shade in here. And that's kind of difficult to find in a lot of palettes. Okay, so there's my base. Already doing a pretty good job if you ask me. Another thing is there's not much fallout. There's a little bit, very little, but not much. And then I'm just gonna go over. See, I'm kind of starting the outer corner and then brush it in. And I'm kind of setting the cream a little bit, if you will, but also just, again, outlining my eye. I'm kind of going pretty high, higher than usual. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. This is the shade Transition, and a perfect transition shade. I'm gonna start in the middle of my eye and kind of brush it up and then blend it out. And this is just gonna lighten it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna actually go in with the darker cream shade. This is the shade Woman, and I'm gonna kind of do a liner-like outline first. Deep-a-dee-dee. And this is quite pigmented. And then I'm gonna go in the outerest corner and kind of draw like an eyeliner, but I'm gonna smudge it out mostly. Like that, do you see that? Subtle, small, but little flare. Dude, these creams are freaking lit, what the fudge? So I'm just doing a little bit more subtle. This is one of my favorite brushes, the Makeup by Mario E5. And then I'm gonna go into the deepest shade right here and then go over that part and deepen the outer corner and kind of smoke it out a little bit. I don't want it to be too smoky, so I want to stay kind of in the outer corner just to build up the depth that it already has. Bring it in a little bit. Just go back out there. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a fluffier blending brush and kind of just blend everything right here. Make sure there's no harsh lines. And I'm gonna redefine, so I'm gonna have to go back with that cream and fix up this side a little bit. And now I'm gonna go on the bottom lash line, and since I'm really trying to use everything, I'm gonna go in with this more brick chocolate brown, and I'm just gonna hit the outer corner under eye. That's it. And this is like smoking it out a little bit more. I don't want this to be too top heavy because it is pretty dark, so I'm gonna brush it out a little here. I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is Divine. It's a matte, but it's like packed with shimmer, and usually I don't like that, but I think this is a perfect highlighting shade. So I'm gonna go underneath and pack that in and go up to my inner corner. Kind of connect it where, you see that? Real good, if you ask me. And this is like a peach pink champagne topper, and I think that would be really pretty. But I also think this is really pretty. And I don't want to go too dark, so I'm gonna go in with this and then top it off with this and maybe top it off with this, okay? Woo, wish me luck. And then I'm gonna go in with this shade, which is the one, it's called Legendary. Okay? Then I'm gonna scoop some up, and then I'm just gonna place it first. I'm gonna start in the middle, and ooh, I'm gonna push it in. I'm not gonna do it too much, just a little bit. So if you do it subtly, it can be not as opaque, but I know if you go in with your finger, like you'll get all of that. But I don't really want it to be, oh wow, it's such a pretty color though. It's more pink red shimmer. That's like actually rose gold. Oh wow, but I don't want it to be that much, so I'm just gonna go with a brush and kind of just sweep it on. Then I'm gonna go in with this topper shade, and that's really gonna be my kind of hard to get into the inner corner, but I'm gonna go ahead. Oh my gosh. You guys see that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I really like this. It's been such a long time since I've done anything. Wow, it's so pretty though. Wow, everything is so seamless. There's no patchiness and it's blended out so well with the fudge. All right, then I'm gonna go in with this extremely light topper, and I'm gonna actually use a brush for this, and I'm gonna stick to the mid to inner portions of my eye. So I'll go right here and just kind of up. This can, I think, be too much for some people because these toppers are so glittery. They're very fine, but they're still very glittery. So now I'm gonna go back in with the dark, one of the deeper shades, and kind of blend out my outer corner because I don't want it to be like a line of sparkle. And take a more dense brush, and then I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade and just kind of define that a little bit more. Wow, but the blend is truly seamless. Then I'm gonna go ahead and re-blend out the outside a little bit. Now I'm gonna do my eyeliner, and I'm gonna put on some lashes, and lashes are provided to you by Me and You Beauty. Me and You Beauty is actually a new brand founded by two makeup artists. They're both Asian women, so I feel like they really were conscious of the struggles of the Asian women and the falsies out there. So they came out with these beautiful lashes, two kinds, and these are the daily lashes, and that's what I'm gonna be using today. And they also just recently came out with the Dream Liner in black and chocolate. They just gifted them to me. I was honestly shocked because it was like so crazy, because I was like, wow, they're like famous people to me. But they wrote me a note and everything. It was crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner, and I'm gonna do my lashes, and I'm gonna come back and tell you my final thoughts. I had never used liner adhesive, but holy nuts, it's so easy to use. And then I'll just put the, wow, this black one's really inky. Oh wow, this is great. I'll put it all the way to the corner. Right? And they're so light. Doesn't it look so, like when you're looking at me straight on, you can't really tell. But then when I turn, you can kind of see them, right? Oh. Wait, did you guys see that? Oh my gosh, I love these. I love these. And this is the finished look. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you can see like this, they look so natural, right? Sorry, my eyeliner kind of got messed up there, but it's fine. But look at how natural they look. This is a really close up of my eye. Look at that, look at my eye. Oh my gosh. Okay, Loki, I did a pretty good job. I'm like shaking. Wow. Overall, what do I think of this lit eyeshadow palette? It's freaking lit. $68 though is it's hefty. It's hefty, and it's a considerable price. It's not something that you can just willy-nilly buy. I think you have to stand behind that this is an investment and it's actually worth it. If you don't have a neutral palette, if you don't have a palette that you feel like you are able to use every day, I highly recommend this. And not only every day, but I feel like this is really good for potential future clients, for weddings, for myself, for my wedding. And the mattes are so nicely pigmented. The iridescence of the shimmers, they're so finely milled, so I don't think it looks chunky. There's a sophisticated element to them. And I love his packaging, I love his branding. I really like my eyeshadow look. I feel like I look like a nice, lovely guest, and I'll be going to the wedding shortly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if you liked it. I'm sorry for being so inconsistent. I truly hate an inconsistency, and that's what I have been. But real life is out here. As always, be nice to your parents. Wear a mask, although that's changing. And I will see you in my next video. Promise. Goodbye!